winning that battle up front. How did Michigan turn this table over the last 2 years? I mean, COVID year aside in 2020,
what year?
A lot of people, a lot of Michigan fans thought Jim Harbaugh should have been removed as head coach in 2020. They were 2-4, probably would have whatever. They didn't play Ohio State in 2020, but if they did, it might have gotten ugly. In 2 short years, he has turned this thing completely around and now owns the series. This rivalry has completely flipped. How has he done that?
The coaching staff. The coaching staff. He brought a brand new coaching staff in, younger. They relate to the kids. Ron Bellamy, Mike Hart. I mean, these are guys that Braylon played with, so he knows those guys. But when you bring guys that are familiar with this rivalry, how to play at Michigan, how to act at Michigan, that's how you turn this program around. I get it. He had some great coaches here, but you got to have guys that have been in the trenches that can explain to these kids what it means to be a Michigan Wolverine. And that's exactly what he did. He's changed the whole coaching staff. He let friends go. He let people go that he pretty much loved. But he brought in a group that I did say that this team is going to win 10 games last year. But to go 12-0 this year, I mean, think about that. They lost a lot of good players, but they got a lot of young players in, and they've done a great job with these. The culture at Michigan is at an all-time high.
1,000%. Myself and Maz, we keep talking about in terms with Jim Harbaugh these last 2 years. He's been the best version of himself that he's ever been, Jamie. And I say that. I'm talking about that he's ever been. I'm talking about with the San Francisco 49ers. I'm talking about Stanford. I'm talking about he's the best version that he's ever been.
He's at peace.
And it took trusting.
And he's having fun.
He's having fun. It took trusting. But just going into it, you talk about a lot of things had to happen in this game. 2 big things for me. One, JJ had to make the throws that were there. He didn't have to do anything necessarily special, but he had to make the throws that were there, and you needed that person that you didn't know you needed to make that play. JJ made the throws, and Mike Sainristil made 3 plays that were amazing. Talk about JJ and Mike Sainristil.
Well, JJ made the throws. They've been doing it all year in practice, and nobody saw it on the field, but they knew that they could do it. But I'm going to give you one better. They went and got a version of Don Brown that didn't have help on those helping those corners out, and they stayed in that defense. Why not take advantage of it? And that's what JJ
absolutely
did.
correct.
Mike Sainristil, a quarterback, a wide receiver who turns into a safety, and he is all over the field. You're right. I think he made the play of the game.
Yes.
Because if Ohio State scores that touchdown by that tight end, that game could just turn around. You brought the fans back in it. You give the hope to the Buckeyes, everything. But Mike Sainristil shut that down and shut it down quick. And as you can see, hey, Donovan went to work.